Described as a portrait of dancer and choreographer Aditi Mangaldas, Widening Circles is a love letter to Aditi's unique choreography, which uses a mixture of the classical Indian dance from kathak and contemporary dance based on kathak repertoire. The majority of the action takes place in a sun-drenched stone courtyard surrounded by trees. Aditi, who's in her 60s, dances solo or as part of an ensemble when joined by 3 younger dancers, 2 male and 1 female. The movements are precise, yet joyful. For example, dancers spinning in circles in perfect unison with seemingly effortless accuracy, or arms slicing rapidly through the air with a precision that floats down to the fingers. It's this attention to detail that also makes slow, sustained movements engaging to the audience. When we first meet Aditi, she's dressed in a floor-length, long-sleeved cream costume, which covers her head and face. The material drapes in such a way that it appears to be wrapped around her body. Aditi wears long string bells around her neck and waist. The ends of the bells either drag along the ground behind her or are held in her hands. Later, she's dressed in variations of traditional kathak dance clothes, with a tunic top and flowing floor-length skirt with layers of sheer material draped over them. She wears a blue outfit for the majority of the film, but then wears a burnt orange outfit towards the end. Her long dark hair hangs down her back, with the front pinned back, and gold accessories traditional to kathak dance pinned along the line of her center parting. The 3 young dancers are also dressed in traditional kathak dance clothes. The men wear long tunics with trousers, and the other female dancer also wears a sari. They are all barefoot and wear a cuff of bells around their ankles. The 2 other performers depicted are 2 musicians. They sit on the ground and play traditional Indian instruments. Aditi's speaking voice provides the score for the film. A female figure wrapped in a flowing floor-length cream dress, which also covers their face, slowly slinks towards us.
So to introduce myself, I would say that I'm first and foremost a human being, then a woman, and then many things, hopefully. I'm a dancer.
Aditi ripples her fingers.
Then a kathak dancer.
The wrapped figure slides their hands down one side of their face and over their chest. As their hands travel down their torso, they bend into a wide squat and drop to one knee. 2 musicians sit under the shade of some trees as they play.
I think there are already many divisions in this world, natural, unnatural. That I do hope that as a person, as a dancer, I don't divide, but I build bridges. And that has been my endeavor through my art and through my dance, to build bridges rather than to build walls.
Holding a fistful of bells on her head and some more dangling from her outstretched arm, the wrapped figure stands tall as they stride forwards.
I can't really tell you what one particular thing moves me, but maybe a leaf falling, the sound of the wind, or being on a beach and seeing this massive, amazing sun eventually setting. You know, it gives you a sense of, is that the right word? Humility.
Aditi's joined by 2 male and 1 female dancer with bells round their ankles. They stamp their feet. A young female dancer smiles at us as she moves.
There are times we are so scared of the unknown. And the younger you are, the more restrictions you seem to be aware of. And I think one has to have the courage to dance one's own dance, and I think one can only do that if one has the courage to have freedom from the known. So walk into the unknown, and at the most, you'll get lost. And I think that's wonderful, because for me, knowing is a full stop, and having doubts is a question mark. And if there is a question mark, then you take a step forward. And then you go into the realm of imagination and you feel free as much as one can.
Pressing together the thumb and index finger of each hand, Aditi slowly twirls. The three other dancers beam as they twirl and spin in unison, swaying their arms and torsos. They reach to the sky, then spin together in tight circles. Aditi joins them. They stand in a tight cluster and stamp their feet in unison. With elbows raised to the side, they all spin to one side and stamp a foot behind them. Aditi dances alone, leaping to one side as she swings her arms, then spins. The four dancers stand proudly with chins raised and chests high as they step forwards, then undulate one shoulder. Aditi frames her face with her hands. She rises up from kneeling, spins several times, and then curves open her arms. Her arms swipe through the air as she spins away from us. The material of her flowing dress flutters. Now sitting on the ground wearing an orange dress, Aditi curves her arms through the air.
I have grown up dancing kathak, right? So I'm a storyteller. But stories have changed. And in Indian dance, the audience or the spectator or the viewer has equal share. So you are not showing, but you are sharing. So the viewer would take back, hopefully, the resonance of that work, but then can add her or his own or their own life experiences.
Blue sky is seen through the thin branches of a tree. Candles on an ornate candle holder are lit. Sitting in front of the candlelight, Aditi closes her eyes and sways as she speaks. She looks up to the night sky. Gently, she strokes her hands down her face several times. Aditi arches back and looks to the sky, her arms undulating through the air. The three dancers spin and twirl with energetic precision. Lit by candlelight, Aditi spins too. All four dancers spin together in precise, tight circles. A gentle smile crosses Aditi's lips as she opens her arms wide. The screen snaps to black. Director and editor, Camilla Greenwell. Choreography and dancer, Aditi Mangaldas. Producer, SADLER'S Digital Stage, Ciara Lynch. Director of photography, Arushi. Music composition, Rushil Ranjan. Spoken word, Aditi Mangaldas. Featuring musicians, Faraz Ahmed and Ashish Ganjani. Dancers in order of appearance, Aditi Mangaldas, Deepanita Sarkar, Gaurav Bhatti, Harendra Kumar Bhushan, Anindita Acharji, Manoj Sonagra, and Siddhant Purohit. Color grading, Fabio Kashishi. Chroma Cottage. Focus puller, Prem Pal. Dit, Vishal Swal. Camera assistant, Yogesh Kumar. Sound recordist, Samir Alam. Camera and light equipment hire, Java Motion Pictures. Director of photography during research phase, Laura Aguilera. SADLER'S Digital Stage,